Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute. My name is Lade. If you are stopping by for the first time, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to avoid creasing in the under eye area, which I feel like is where a lot of beginners struggle with when it comes to makeup. So I'll be showing you the technique in which I use to avoid that. So first thing first, you want to make sure that your skin is well hydrated, and you want to focus hydration on the under eye, because that part of the skin is actually very delicate and soft. So you want a smooth base there, right? So you can see I am applying the moisturizer on the under eye area now. So you really want to focus your attention on that part of the face when you are moisturizing. So I'm using the Embryolisse moisturizer. It's an hydrating moisturizer now. I'm sorry I didn't show products in this video. I think I didn't show a lot of products in this video. I don't know why, but for some reason I probably forgot, or I just didn't pay attention to it. So that was what I used. But that's the moisturizer I'm using right now on the skin. So next I'm applying an under eye cream, an hydrating eye cream in the under eye area, and this I think I used Cetaphil. I'll put the names of the product in the description box. I promise you guys you'll find it there. So I'm, like I said, giving the eye more hydration. Next I'm going with my primer. It's an hydrating primer, and I'm applying that all over our face, and I'm using my beauty sponge to apply that. This is Mismetic Aqua Grip, and I'm applying that all over our face. And I'm also making sure that I am not applying the primer in the under eye area. Trust me guys, you do not need primer in that area. All you need in your under eye is hydration. You don't need primer, you don't need anything to dry it out, because that place needs to be properly hydrated to avoid creasing. So I'm also going with my classic mattifying primer, because my model has a combination skin. So I'm just going to be mattifying at T-zone only. I feel like this classic primer, this matte primer, is a dupe for Becca. Trust me guys, it's a dupe for Becca. Can you guys see the blow? Like, can you see the blow already? Like, it just blows out the oil. It soaks up the oil almost immediately when you apply it on the skin. So yes, but like I said, avoid the under eye area. So guys, this is what the skin looks like. So next I'm going to go in with my setting spray to set all of that in. Yeah. So I've gone ahead to do the concealer, do my foundation, my and apply blush. So if you notice, I did not apply concealer in the under eye area, and that's because I don't want too much product in the under eye. That's like the reason, one of the reasons that causes under eye creasing also. That's one of the reasons that causes the creasing. So I'm applying my concealer with a brush, and I'm not applying it close to a lash line also, because I don't want, like I said, I don't want too much product. I don't want product build up there. Yeah, and one of the things that you should also consider doing is not use a cream concealer when highlighting or doing the under eye area. So because cream concealers are thick and they settle into the under eye area, which causes creasing, because by the time you blend, the product is thick already, so by the time it doesn't give you flexibility to like blend well around that area, unlike liquid concealer, which is much more, it's lightweight, you get, so you can blend and walk through with it. So I'm going back with my beauty blender now, and I'm going to be blending the highlighted area. So I tend to leave my concealer a little bit on the under eye to get sticky before I blend. So I do the T-zones area first before going to the under eye, and I'm going to be using my beauty sponge to blend and push the concealer upward into the lash line area now. So I'm pushing upward. Trust me, my hand is not as fast. I don't even know why my hand is looking like it's working very fast, but anyways, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm pushing the concealer up into the upper eye area and into the lash line area, and you want to tell your model, your client, or if you're doing it on yourself, you need to look up while doing this, because if you look down, the skin underneath the eye folds. It folds, and that way it causes creasing. But if you look up, it stretches, and you can get into every corners of the eye. So I'm going in with my beauty sponge now to blend the contour into the highlighted areas now, because we do not want that demarcation. So for my setting powder, I'm using this Elsa Pro setting powder in the shade Topaz, and I'm going to be going in with a clean beauty sponge, a damp one now. It's also damp, but water is not dripping out of it, but you understand what I mean. So before I apply my setting powder underneath the eye, I'll ask my model to look up and also reblend this under eye again before applying the setting powder. The reason being that the process in which I'm putting my setting powder in my pan and all of those things, of course, you would have looked down, right? And they'll be creasing under the eye because she looked down. So you want to tell your model, or you yourself, you just look up, reblend it again, go back and blend that part before applying the setting powder, because if you apply the setting powder, whatsoever thing you put powder on, it stays, like you can't reverse it. So you want to make sure that part is smooth before applying. You notice my model looks down again. I told her to look up. While still looking up, that is when you apply the setting powder. So now you apply. I am not applying the powder at the spot. You are spreading all over the face, all over the under eye area. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm spreading, apply and one spot blend, apply the other spot blend. That place, it just kicks up. So apply and spread all over, then now push in. That's the technique. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here now. Okay. So to further set the under eye, I'm going to be going in with this Sephora powder. I think it's shade 40, and I'll be using that to seal in the setting powder, just extra seal now. So I'm just going to apply that on the under eye area. And can you see how smooth it's already looking, how smooth and flawless it looks? Like, it's as easy. Look at the difference. Can you see? Like, look at how smooth and beautiful the under eye looks. Like, the under eye just like kind of elevates your makeup. It just pronounces, it makes your makeup look beautiful. So I'll be repeating the same process, the same step to the other eye too. I'm going to ask her to look up again. So do one eye. Well, that's what works for me. I finish with one part of the face before moving to the other part of the face, the under eye. When I'm working with the under eye, I do one part, finish with it, then move to the other part and do the same thing there. That way I'm not stressing, or I'm not missing any step, or it's not kicking up while I'm doing another thing. You get, it just works for me, sha. You can do both simultaneously if you can do it, but if not, just work with one part, finish with that part, then move to the other part, work there and finish also. So like I said, rinse and repeat. What I did to the first eye is what I'm repeating on the other part of the eye also, as you can see. So now I'll be powdering all over our face, applying powder all over our face. So I'm using this my Fenty powder in the shade, I think it's 390 or 400 now. I would confirm and check, but it's a Fenty powder. So I'm applying that all over our face. Also did my powdered contour and powdered blush, and now I'm spraying all over our face. I'm setting all of that in. So this is what the skin looks like now. So I'll be going ahead to do like most of the thing off camera, fix the eye, the brows, and all of that. Yeah, look at that eyes popping. If you want a tutorial on this eye look, please let me know in the comment section so I can create this eye look for you. I can redo it and just show you how I achieved this eye look, because what? It is popping. So I'm going back into my Sephora powder now, and I'm pressing the setting powder into our skin. So you don't want to dust off the setting powder. For me, I don't. I just use my press powder to push the setting powder into our skin. That way it just makes the under eye brighter. It just brightens the under eye, makes it bright. But if you're not going for like a bright under eye, you can just dust it off. You don't really need that. So that's what I'm doing here now. So like I said, I'll be going ahead to like do all other necessary parts to bring the look to a end. I'm reapplying my blush. I'm going to reapply my contour also. Put the what's it called? Highlighter, make the face glow, shine. Yeah, I feel like it's one of my favorite parts when it comes to makeup. I'm starting to love this part, because at some point I really did not love applying this on the face. Like I just feel like it just makes the face too shiny for me. But then again, I realized that with the right products, it works. It makes it finer. Anyways, so I'm just doing that, applying to the bridge of our nose, the forehead, use my dewy highlighter also on our face, our forehead basically. So that's where like I always apply the dewy back. So I'll be applying a clear gloss on the lips now. Well, if I do say so myself, this looks yummy. Like the makeup is beautiful, it's flawless. This is amazing. I feel like the highlight of this whole makeup for me is the eye. Like I love this eye so much. So if you want me to recreate this, I'm going to repeat it again. If you want me to recreate this eye for you, show you what I used, the steps that I created this look, please let me know in the comment section. And if you watch up until this point, thank you guys so much. I don't take your time for granted. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you, because basically we've come to the end of this look, and I hope that you're able to learn one or two things, and you know the steps to take to avoid the under eye creasing. You want to hydrate well. You want to make sure you are using the right concealer. You want to make sure you're not applying too much product in the under eye area. So I hope you take all of these steps and take it into consideration, and let me know if it works for you. Thank you guys. Till next time. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, follow. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Till next time, guys. Bye.